Hey guys, New Zealand's biggest gap year is an adventure that Laura and I decided to tackle about 2 years ago. We have to do 365 activities all around New Zealand in 365 days. It's pretty epic, and this is day 85 and it's a doozy. We're gonna be doing some kayaking in Okiwi Bay, and then we're gonna drive French Pass to go super far off the beaten track all the way to something called Derville Island. Check it out because not many people have seen this place. After the video, we'll reconvene together and we'll chat about all the questions you had the first time we published it. See you then!
This morning, Okiwi Bay Holiday Park have organised for us to do some freedom kayak hire. All we have to do is meet a lady called Helen down at the bay and we get some fishing kayaks. And all we have to do is just leave the kayaks on the beach when we're finished. Easy.
Fishing kayaks are wider and longer than normal kayaks, and they also have holes on the side where you can put your fishing rod. Although we don't really plan on using it for fishing, we appreciate the fact that they are much wider and much more stable. It makes it for a much easier kayaking trip around Okiwi Bay.
It's a beautiful morning here at Okiwi Bay. The water is so tranquil, so turquoise and super clear. We can see everything going on underneath us. The landscape is just super stunning all the way around. We have these coastal cliffs rising out of the water, topped with vegetation. It's amazing.
It doesn't feel that we've been kayaking for a while, but Laura and I definitely think that we are transported into a different world. It's all very Jurassic and just looks right out of a movie.
There's no one else around, so we have this cool and quiet bay all to ourselves.
But because we have plans today, we start making our way back toward the beach. We spent about an hour on the water, and that was plenty enough for us to get to see Okiwi Bay through a different angle.
And now we are getting back to the Okiwi Holiday Park to pack our bags for a one-night stay on Derville Island. We are picked up by the Derville Island Wilderness Resort host called Virginia. She has offered to pick us up from Okiwi Bay because we are going on a famously winding gravel road to French Pass.
We're not even on French Pass just yet, and we are spending a lot of time hopping off the van and taking some pictures. It's crazy how amazing the views are. You can see all the way up to the end of the Marlborough Sound.
Hey guys, are you going to French Pass by any chance?
Yeah, we are.
Would you be able to pick me up?
If you have a small boat.
We are so high up on the French Pass Peninsula that we are even driving through the clouds. But once we get out of the clouds, this awesome view is revealed of farmland overlooking the inlets and bays of the Marlborough Sounds.
It is such an unusual landscape with all those little mountain passes reaching over the water. I've never seen anything like this, and it's stunning. This is probably the most scenic drive that Laura and I ever done so far in New Zealand. We are in awe.
And we are packing all our stuff and supplies in a little dinghy that I'm going to show you very soon.
It's called a boat, Robin.
It's a dinghy.
Not a dinghy.
And we are making our way all the way over there to Derville Island, which is probably one of the most remote places in New Zealand.
After loading the boat in French Pass, we are meeting our other host at the Wilderness Resort, Ash, and getting into the boat that's going to be taking us over the waters of French Pass towards Derville Island.
As soon as we get onto the boat, we are given some pretty high-tech life jacket. It's a law in New Zealand. When you are on a boat of this size, you have to wear a life jacket. We also meet the dog of the Derville Island crew. I can't really remember its name, but it looks like it loves the water. It spends all its time with its head hanging out of the boat, a bit like if it was a car. It is hilarious.
We've been told that there's some whirlpools here at French Pass, but we're going to be seeing those tomorrow as we come back a different way. As the sun is slowly setting behind the islands, it's a good time to take heaps of photos.
Almost halfway there, Ash and Virginia realized that they forgot to pack enough food for us tonight, so they tell us that we're gonna stop by the local supermarket. It's a little inlet nearby Derville Island, and Laura is invited to join Ash and shop like a local.
And by shop, of course, he means fishing. So this is the first time I'm actually sea fishing ever in my life, and it's becoming a battle of who can get the biggest fish. I really get into a struggle with this one. It takes me about 10 minutes to get this blue cod up. It's a big struggle, but Virginia's giving me loads of tips, and finally, any moment now, I get the fish.
I feel, yeah. I've accomplished something, but I feel kind of bad for this fish. He's like, for fuck's sake.
I have to say that Captain Ash was not impressed. He really wanted to be the one bringing in the biggest fish, but it turns out that the honor was Laura's tonight. And finally, we arrive at Derville Island and start unloading the boat.
We just landed on Derville Island. There is nothing more remote that we're gonna do this year. I may eat my word later on, but for now, this is it. We've got enough supply for one night, just a few beers and everything. And I think that tomorrow morning we're going to be experiencing some of the best outdoor of the country. But right now, we're just going to back up a little bit.
Now we are unloading the boat, getting ourselves settled in our room, and we realise that there's a fish bin outside getting filled up with water, which we're gonna find out later what that is all about. We're sipping on a few drinks in the dining room while the food, our freshly caught blue cod, is being prepared.
Ash is very proud of his secret recipe for fish and chips, and I have to say it is the freshest fish and chips I've ever seen. It literally went straight from the sea to the plate. Laura and I are often asked what is the classic traditional Kiwi food. I really feel that a homemade fish and chips with freshly caught cod is exactly what people have in mind when they think about classic Kiwi food.
Our surprise is revealed. It's a fish bin hot tub for stargazing. Yeah, I'm feeling a little bit travel sick in the back. So I'm just looking at the horizon, but thankfully the horizon doesn't look that bad. So who's the real winner here? The person who's travel sick in the back.
Alright guys, so obviously that is a place that not that many people visit in New Zealand, but as you can see, it's pretty epic. I mean, you know, the Kraken was almost taking our boat down. That is how far we went. Or did we? No, not really, but you know what I mean. That was absolutely awesome. So yeah, we did have some questions on the video during the first viewing of these videos, and we had Ryan that was saying that the videos are really great and he hasn't planned to go to Okiwi Bay yet, but now he has. He's a local and he's really happy to you know, to discover some new places through our videos, and I really like that. I think that this is really something that we strive for here at nzpocketguide.com, and that's why we created that website, nzpocketguide.com. Largest travel guide to New Zealand, and genuinely we cover all places in the country. You know, there is no travel guide that covers as much as we do, I can guarantee that. So check it out, it's all free. It's all free, I'm not selling you anything, but check out the website if you plan your trip to New Zealand. We also had Ruth. Ruth was asking us, how do they get their power on Derville Island? Does it come from the mainland or do they have generator? So they do have generator right here, and they also use solar panel. So a lot of the small islands, they usually do that. It's just a very easy way to get power. As you can tell, the places are not gigantic, so they don't use a massive amount of power. So that's how they can be semi-autonomous over there on Derville Island, which is pretty awesome. Alright, if you did find this video useful, well, I'm really glad. You can hit the like button, it's a great free way to say thank you for all the hard work. And if you are planning your trip to New Zealand, you may want to hang out with Laura and I. I mean, we're not bad people, and we know quite a lot about traveling in New Zealand. I mean, you know, we are the writers behind the largest travel guide to the country. So if you want to do that, you can join us over there on that couch. It's happening every Sunday at 8 a.m. New Zealand time. We are live on YouTube. You can ask all your travel questions on the live chat and we just answer them for you. It's that simple. So it's 8 a.m. Sunday, New Zealand time. There's a link in the description below that will tell you what time it is on your side of the world. And yeah, just come and hang out and come ask your question. It's super fun. And if you want to subscribe, YouTube tells me I need to tell you to do so. So do that. I don't like to tell people what to do. So I like to suggest the best things to do in New Zealand, not tell you what to do with your mouse cursor. So with that in mind, thank you so much for watching the video. Keep on traveling awesome. Keep being a good person and have a lovely day. Bye bye.